Reacher's Alan Ritchson says his embarrassing Speedo-Clad Aquaman photos make him want to run away. Prior to embodying the role of Jack Reacher in Prime Video's adaptation of Lee Child's Reacher novels, Alan Ritchson dipped his toe into the world of DC Comics long before fans started casting him as the DCU's Batman. However, it is something that Ritchson himself would rather forget thanks to the scary Speedo he was required to wear when playing Aquaman in Smallville, and the actor recently revealed the more he sees images of the show, the more he wants to run from all civilization. Ritchson's foray into the world of superheroes may be a surprise to some fans of Reacher, but thanks to images being relentlessly shared online, the star's acting debut as Arthur Curry in the CW Smallville has become something that he has come to realize he just cannot escape. While speaking to Brabable's post-credit podcast to promote his new movie, Ordinary Angels, Ritchson addressed the subject head-on and admitted that the sight of him in a zipped-up orange Speedo makes him cringe. He said, "What comes to mind first is how fast and far I can run from all civilization when I see myself in that orange head-to-toe Speedo zipped up the middle. I see those pictures and I kind of can't believe anybody thought it was a good idea to dress me like that and photograph me with that ensemble. When you're just starting out, you do not feel like you have a voice or permission to say anything, so I just never questioned a thing, and I wish I had. That Speedo was scary." Alan Ritchson and Jason Momoa played very different versions of Aquaman. Ritchson's take on the King of Atlantis saw him appear in several episodes of Smallville, playing Aquaman as a young, charismatic environmental activist with a deep passion for protecting the oceans. However, times change, and 5 years after Ritchson hung up his wetsuit, another very different incarnation of Aquaman arrived in the long-haired, muscular form of Jason Momoa. Momoa's first appearance as Arthur Curry came in a brief cameo in Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, before fully stepping into the role in Justice League. He subsequently reprised his role in several projects, including his 2018 solo movie and its 2023 DCU-ending sequel Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Momoa's portrayal brought a much more fleshed-out Arthur Curry to screens, and has continued to be one of the most loved aspects of the now-defunct DC Extended Universe until its end. It now seems that both Momoa and Ritchson have left Aquaman in their past. Ritchson's role as Jack Reacher is one that could well see him continue to play the character for a number of years as long as fans keep coming back to Prime Video for the next story. In the meantime, Momoa has a lot on his plate, from roles in the Fast and Furious franchise and Minecraft movie, to his rumored return to the world of DC as Lobos at some point in the future. Alan Ritchson is no stranger to superhero roles or action-packed performances, but there's one aspect of his career that still makes him want to run away, and it has nothing to do with throwing punches or chasing down criminals. In an interview, the actor revealed that photos from his early days as a Speedo-Clad Aquaman on Smallville have become an embarrassing memory, one that he humorously wishes he could escape. Ritchson, now known for his imposing and charismatic portrayal of Jack Reacher in the hit Amazon series Reacher, first came to prominence in the early 2000s as Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, in the CW's Smallville. The series, which was a huge success for the network, brought many iconic DC characters to the small screen, and Ritchson's turn as Aquaman was one of the most memorable, but not necessarily for the reasons he might have hoped. At the time, Ritchson was relatively new to the entertainment industry, and the role of Aquaman was a significant break for him. His performance as the King of the Seas was fun, lighthearted, and heroic, but it was his appearance in a tiny Speedo that grabbed more attention than the character's superpowers or story arc. In various scenes, Ritchson's Aquaman was portrayed swimming or emerging from the water in a costume that was, to say the least, minimal. "I look back at those pictures and think, man, I wish I could disappear," Ritchson said with a laugh in a recent interview. "They surface online every now and then, and I feel like running away. It was a cool role, but those Speedos, they haunt me." For many actors, especially those playing superheroes, donning revealing or exaggerated costumes is part of the job. But Ritchson's Aquaman Speedo became a standout element of his Smallville portrayal, and it's an image that has stuck with fans, even more so as the actor's career has continued to evolve. The early days, Aquaman in Smallville. Ritchson's casting as Aquaman was groundbreaking for fans of Smallville, as it marked the first time the character appeared in live-action television. His version of Aquaman, with his sun-kissed blonde hair and surfer-like vibe, was a departure from the more serious and brooding superheroes that populated Smallville. Instead, Aquaman was charming and energetic, often lightening the mood with his upbeat demeanor. Yet, despite the popularity of his character, it's Ritchson's swimwear that many fans remember most vividly. As Aquaman, Ritchson frequently appeared shirtless, often emerging from the water in form-fitting Speedos that left little to the imagination. This was in line with the character's comic book origins, where Aquaman is often depicted as an ocean-dwelling hero with little need for conventional clothing. But for a young actor relatively new to the industry, the attention focused on his physique and costume was unexpected. "Let's just say I was working out a lot back then," Ritchson joked. "I mean, when you know you're going to be in a Speedo for most of your scenes, you hit the gym pretty hard." Despite the somewhat awkward costume, Ritchson delivered a memorable performance as Aquaman, and his portrayal opened the door to more substantial roles in the superhero genre. He went on to play Raphael in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films and later made a splash as Hawk in Titans. However, his early days as Aquaman are still a topic of conversation among fans and the media alike. Embracing the embarrassment, Ritchson's willingness to laugh at himself and embrace the embarrassing aspects of his past is part of what has endeared him to his fan base. Rather than shy away from the topic, he's often joked about his Aquaman Speedo moments in interviews and on social media. When asked about the infamous Speedo-Clad photos during an interview promoting Reacher, Ritchson didn't miss a beat in poking fun at his younger self. "I think it's safe to say those Speedos have been burned and buried in a deep, dark hole somewhere," he quipped. "I'll never wear them again, but it's funny because fans still bring it up. I guess it's just one of those things that sticks with you." The lightheartedness with which Ritchson approaches the situation is a testament to his grounded nature. In an industry where image and appearance are often scrutinized, his ability to laugh at a potentially embarrassing chapter of his career shows a level of confidence and self-assuredness that not every actor possesses. From Aquaman to Reacher, while Ritchson may cringe at the thought of his Speedo-Clad Aquaman days, his career has taken off in a major way. His portrayal of Jack Reacher in Amazon's Reacher series has earned him critical acclaim and a devoted fan following. The character, based on Lee Child's popular novels, is a far cry from Aquaman. Jack Reacher is tough, no-nonsense, and often ruthless. Yet, Ritchson's ability to bring both charm and intensity to the role has solidified his place as one of Hollywood's top action stars. Reflecting on his journey from the sunny shores of Smallville to the gritty world of Reacher, Ritchson acknowledges how far he's come. "I've been lucky to play some great characters, and I've learned a lot along the way," he said. "But yeah, looking back, I never would have imagined my career would take me from Speedos to kicking down doors as Reacher." In the end, Ritchson's Speedo days as Aquaman may be a funny footnote in his career, but they're also a reminder of how much he's grown as an actor. And while he may want to run away from those old photos, his fans continue to embrace both his past and present performances with admiration. "It's all part of the journey," Ritchson concluded with a smile. "Embarrassing Speedos and all. He may want to run away from those old photos, his fans continue to embrace both his past and present performances with admiration. It's all part of the journey," Ritchson concluded with a smile. "Embarrassing Speedos and all.